handful of dinners that I know that if I make them, my kids are gonna eat them. And y'all know I've been into meal prepping for my kiddos, so let me show you how to make an easier version of baked ziti. Okay, so yes, it's called baked ziti, but you don't have to use ziti. I'm just using it because I like it, but I've done this with a bunch of different types of pasta. Use whatever you have. I'm gonna make a whole bag or a pound of pasta. To my pan, I'm gonna go ahead and add in a tablespoon or so of olive oil. I've got a pound of ground beef here, and the reason why I say that this is like an easier version of my baked ziti is because traditionally I would make a meat sauce with 3 different types of meat, pepperoni, fresh garlic. This is just a lot quicker of a version, and I use less ingredients because I've noticed that the simpler, the better with my kids. So, okay, let's talk tomatoes. For my tomatoes, I like to either do some crushed tomatoes or some tomato puree. The only ingredient in these is tomatoes and maybe some water. So again, anything that you have will work. I added in about half a cup of water in here just to sort of clean out the jar and also thin the sauce down a little bit. Okay, I'm not adding any fresh garlic. I find that fresh garlic is a bit spicy for the kiddos, so I just like to keep it simple. So we've got some pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. People say all the time I shouldn't add it, but I do because it's my family's secret ingredient, some sugar. Where is my salt? Oh, here it is. Salt. This is all to taste, so add in as much or as little as you'd like. The only thing that I will give you an estimated measurement for is the sugar. So the rule of thumb is a tablespoon of sugar for every container of tomatoes that you use. So whether it's a can or a jar of tomatoes, a tablespoon of sugar. And that's if you're just using plain tomatoes. Half the pasta goes in. I got half my pasta in there. I'm gonna go ahead and add on some ricotta cheese. Once again, if I was making baked ziti for Carl and I would be adding in a bunch of different things into the ricotta, different cheeses, parsley, eggs, garlic, things like that. But again, we're just keeping it super simple here. I'd say about a cup of ricotta. I'm gonna layer in some Romano cheese. And you guessed it, the rest of our pasta. I've got my oven set to 350. We do not need to bake this very long at all because everything in here is cooked because we didn't add any eggs into the ricotta mixture. This baked at 350 for 15 minutes. When I tell you my kids love this, they will eat this for the next 5 days in a row. It stores pretty well in the fridge. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.